In my head, I have the memories that we share, like the wave that meets the shore from the sea. We get together and smile back on what we did.
Now we'll try again. No, we got you there, James. Have we got you there?
Yes, mate, I'm here.
Oh, we're here. Okay, we finally found you. I'm sorry about that. Yes, I had intended to play the song I'm playing now, or was playing before we spoke to you, but we ended up going to your first album, which was Cheyenne, and we played a couple of tracks from that, and I was going to ask you about that song we were playing, but before we do that, I'd like to say welcome, finally, to Sunbury Radio again. And
it's one of those days, Bill.
Well, we're having it here, that's for sure, for one reason or another.
I'm reaching for the whiskey already.
I wish I could have some.
I'll have one for you too, mate. That'll make me happier.
Oh, good. Look, I was just remembering, James, you've been here before to Sunbury Radio. You came up here in November 2009, would you believe? It was a Sunday afternoon.
That's right. Myself, Jackie, my daughter Cheyenne. I think she was 12 back then,
yes,
and my little buddy Kiros.
A beautiful dog who sat here under the studio desk for 2 hours almost, and never made a sound.
Absolutely, yeah.
I remember that. Well, anyway, look, it's been a long while. We finally got you back on the phone, at least. We hope to get you back in the studio one day, but we've got you on
that'll
the phone.
be great. That'll be good, Bill.
I just want to ask you, the song that we were playing when I was trying to get through to you, we didn't hear the end of it, was called, the Music Box. And I think you made some reference in that to Sovereign Hill. There's no vocals in that, but you made some reference to Sovereign Hill in your original notes about that. How did that come about? Do you remember?
Sovereign Hill, that's from the Happiness Express album.
It is, yeah, sorry.
If memory serves me correctly.
Yep.
Because it was just some lyrics about like a snapshot of places I've been to, experiences I've lived, and that particular verse took me back to, or refers to, a time that I visited Sovereign Hill and the gold that's there, and basically the experience I had there.
Yep, down Ballarat Way, of course. But,
down Ballarat Way, yeah.
Well, it's down Ballarat Way, it's in Ballarat, but yeah, so it was great. Look, one of the reasons we wanted to talk to you was you're actually working on a new album at the moment, aren't you? Is that right?
Yes, it's completed, so the actual recording is done. We're just working on the mixing, and then finally we will do the mastering and move on to the next stage, which is the cover design and then release hopefully late November, early December.
That sounds fantastic. That's a lot quicker than I was expecting you to say, so that's good. Well, you have been working on it for a little while, haven't you, that one?
About 2-3 months. I've lost track, really.
Okay. That's been fairly quick then. COVID hasn't, really slowed you down. I suppose it has in some ways, but it's slowed everyone down. But so how many tracks have you got on that, James?
That'll be, there's 10 tracks all up. So there's 7 tracks re-recorded from the original 2008 Cheyenne album. And there's 3 new tracks.
Okay. Yeah. You say, I'm just looking at the Cheyenne album now, and the first track on that was Cheyenne, which the album was, who's your daughter's name, of course, and she'd be in her 20s now, wouldn't she?
24, turning 25 very soon.
Oh, okay. Well, the time has gone past very quickly. So.
Yes, very quick, mate. Tell me about it. Yes.
So I think you've got Cheyenne mentioned on, or the album, that track on the new album. Is that what you're planning to do? Is that one
on the Cheyenne Plus album? That's the title of the new album, Cheyenne Plus.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, there'll be a re-recording. Or there is a re-recording of the original Cheyenne track, and that sounds it sounds marvellous, Bill. You'll be very impressed when you hear that.
Good. Do we have Cheyenne on it again? You had her as a...
I could twist an ankle or two and you have her, persuade her to just say a couple of words. Yeah, that could be arranged.
Because anyone who's... I don't know if people remember, but I have played that track a number of times, and of course Cheyenne is a... I don't know how old she was when you recorded it, not very old, but she has some complimentary little words to say at the end of the track after you've finished playing, doesn't she? And I guess she might have something a bit more...
at the beginning of the track, she's giggling because she's just maybe perhaps 18-month-old baby.
Yep.
And at the end of the track, it completes with her saying, "That was nice, Dad." And she's about 12 years old then.
That's right. Yes. Okay. Well, you'll be, if you're going to get her on this time, you'll be looking for something a bit mature, obviously.
I don't know. Maybe, Dad, go away.
Yeah. Well, that might be the way these days. Anyway, looking forward to that then, James, and obviously. Once it comes here, or once I'm able to get a copy from you, we'll be able to feature that on the program, as I have done your other two albums over a number of years, and a number of different programs, in fact. I've been very happy to be able to do that, and quite enjoyed it. So
absolutely. I'll send you a pre-released copy, perhaps even perhaps as soon as next week sometime.
Oh, no hurry, but yes, that'd be great. I know you did send me a couple of samples on the telephone, but I haven't been clever enough to be able to convert those to any...
No, that's okay.
Playable.
Join the club, Bill.
Yeah, so anyway. Now, James, last time I saw you, this is since you came up here to the studio, I met you down at Puckle Street. You were doing a little busking down there.
Yes.
Now, I imagine that's been a little curtailed over the last 18 months, but do you still busk at all?
Yes, or entertain as I call it. Yes, I do that on Puckle Street in Mooney Ponds quite often, usually on a Thursday, Friday, and as a bonus perhaps on a Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. So the COVID restrictions haven't stopped you at all? Because it'd be fairly quiet down there at times, wouldn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, it's very quiet, so I don't bother. No, I haven't been there since I think early August. So yes,
okay.
From the beginning of this current lockdown. I lost track. This is lockdown 6, I think it is.
Yeah, that's right. I'm hoping this lockdown lasts too, the last one. I think we're all hoping that. But
yeah.
All right. Well, if we might come and look for you around November, December sometime, and hopefully we'll be able to leave Sunbury then too. But been a bit of a problem.
That'll be great if anybody is walking by or in the area. Just say hello. That'll be marvellous.
He's in the main shopping strip there of Puckle Street, Mooney Ponds. Where James entertains. I'm sorry I called you a busker.
That's okay.
Entertainer these days.
Okay.
Upgrade you a bit there, mate. And so I look forward to that. All right, James. Well, anything else you'd like to tell our listeners about? I know you've been singing for many years. In fact, you go back to couple of TV shows, don't you?
As far as singing goes, yes, back in 1986, appeared on the Hey Hey Saturdays Red Faces segment.
That's right, yes.
And in 1994, I did a talent show, Pot of Gold. And actually, the links to both of those videos are available on my website.
Yeah, we'll make sure you mention that before we go.
I'll just make a quick mention now. So it's jamesrufatt.com. So it's James and then Rufatt, R-U-F for Fred, A-T-T for Tom.com. Links to those two particular videos are available on the website there.
And if anybody's over the years has liked the sound of your music that I've been playing, well, they can obtain a copy of your CDs from that website.
Absolutely. Everything you need to know, all the details, the release dates and all that, that's all available there.
Yep, terrific.
At the website.
All right. I don't know if I've got anything else I want to ask you, James, except I'm looking forward to this new album. Looking forward to you being enthusiastically working on it and talking about it for a while. But I'm
looking forward to sending you a copy, Bill, and giving you the opportunity to give it airplay. And I'm really looking forward to the people's response to it, because I'm really wrapped with it. Michael Conti and myself, we've worked on it, and we're pretty proud of the end result. Very, very good, very slick, Bill.
That's
very
good.
very
sounding very confident.
I do, but let me tell you, I've got good reason to be, because it sounds very, very good, Bill.
You mentioned Michael. I think he featured on a couple of tracks on the Happiness Express with you, didn't he? I think, from memory.
Yes, he does some electric guitar riffs on the Happiness Express, such as Happiness Express is, on the actual Happiness Express track.
Mm-hmm.
He plays bass, and he also does the engineering, so the mixing and the levels of the sound and the instruments for the recording itself.
Okay, and I was also going to say, I've lost track now, but I was going to ask you something about, this new album coming out. Is there a mix of instrumentals and vocals on it, or you got?
Yes, there's two vocals, songs, and actually, glad you mentioned that, because on one of the tracks, what's it called? I forget what it's called now, but Rainy Night.
Okay, yep.
In the chorus section, I am joined by Michael's lovely wife.
Okay.
She sings the chorus with me, so it's a bit of a duo.
Terrific. Okay.
And she gives it a great great sound.
And Rainy Night was one of the tracks from your original album, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mm.
But this sounds much better, Bill.
Terrific.
Much better. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like your
I keep saying that, don't I?
You do, yeah. Well, that's good. If you're happy with it, well, I'm sure everyone will be. You sing, but could you just tell our listeners what instruments do you play, James?
Myself, guitar.
Mm-hmm.
On the actual album, so on the album I play guitar, and so rhythm and melody and lead. The keyboard, the emotional, it gives it the emotional touch in the background. Sounds like violin. Yep. Violin playing, but the keyboard, a bit of the piano notes there on the Jackie track.
We can call you a multi-instrumentalist, can we?
Sorry?
We can call you a multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
Lots of instruments.
Yeah. There's 8 instrumentals and two vocal or songs.
Terrific.
And they all sound good, Bill, in case I didn't mention that.
Well, you're encouraging people to want to buy it. www.jamesrufatt.com. That's your address, and people can contact you about anything, basically, but about your music, and even obtain copies of your albums. And I guess your new album will be promoted on your site as well, obviously.
Yes, it'll be available on CD, digital download, streaming. Contact details are at the website, so if you have any issues, just send me an email or text.
Mm-hmm.
You can even come knock my front door if you like. I'll put the kettle on, and we'll sort something out.
Terrific. All right, James. Well, just on a personal note, it's exactly 10 years since I left the VPTA, so please say hello to your mother for me.
I'm sure she's listening now, Bill, so send her a cheerio.
Hello, Anna. 10 years since I retired. It's coming up next week, so I don't know where that time's gone, but anyway, it's like everything.
Yes. And I'll say hi, Mum, too. There you go.
Good on you.
I bet she's giggling.
All right, well, what I'm going to do is the track I was going to start with, the music box, I might try and get that going again. And we'll let me see. We'll say goodbye to you, James, and I'll play the music box, which has come from your Happiness Express album, which was the more recent album that you produced. And
back in 2014.
yes, that's right. So that's
a different world, a different time, Bill.
Doesn't matter. That's all right. And let's encourage our listeners to really look forward to the new album on the basis of your descriptions of it. Something really to wait for.
It's grouse, Bill. The bird.
All right, mate. Well, James Rufatt, thank you very much. Talking to you, mate. And we'll say goodbye, and we're going to play a little bit of the music box for our listeners, and hopefully you can hear it on the radio there when you switch off the phone.
Thanks very much, Bill. I'm off to put the kettle on just in case anyone happens to knock on my door now.
It won't be me.
Thanks very much for your time, Bill.
Okay.
Appreciate it, bud.
Bye now, James.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
End of note.